What's up, y'all? In this video right now, I want to speak about the dark side of semen intentions, how it failed, you know what I experienced, and I'm gonna let you know why I say this is the dark side, because sometimes it's not feel quite good after you experience what I'm gonna explain. I know that there's many, let me just pick it. So number one gotta be, wet dreams. When you're having wet dreams on your semen retention journey, you are having wet dreams. You see how it feels. That's the dark side of semen retention. Because why I'm not gonna say it's the dark side of semen retention is because I think when you have, whenever let me make the example through mine. Whenever I have a wet dream on semen retention on my semen retention journey, if I have wet dreams, sometimes I wake up, I feel drained. Like I feel a little drained. There is something, there is some energy that's like my energy reduced. I feel something there's something that shifts from my energy, because I notice that semen retention, wet dreams, it's not that wet dream gonna hold you back or it's gonna stop you from creating or stop you from being creativity, but it's the dark side. Semen retention, before, oh my god, before you become stable and more stronger on semen retention, man, you gotta experience wet dreams so many times. You gotta experience wet dreams. For me, when I just started the semen retention journey, that should be 1 to 2 months. I'm on it 1 to 2 months. That's the 60 days. I noticed that there's so much wet dreams. So that's the dark side of it. It feels crazy, and it feels crazy, and sometimes, I don't know, for me it's not a shame. I don't feel shame or guilt about it, but it feels crazy sometimes when you just sleep and wake up and saw that you're down there. You feel you're already wet down there. So it's part of the semen retention journey. You gotta experience that on, let me say, the first month you've been on semen retention. First month, second month, you gotta experience that. So when this is happening, it doesn't mean that you're not returning, man. You are returning. That's just the dark side, man. It's gotta happen so many times. So maybe you could be alone, or you are staying with somebody and this happens. Sometimes it feels crazy. So that's the dark side. So the second one, I'm gonna mention this because this happened a lot of time to me, and I know probably some people might have their experience too, because semen retention journey is not just a experience you have alone. Some people out there are gonna have the same experience. Some experience different things. So I'm just saying it. At before 90 days, you gotta experience negative imagination. Negative imagination gonna be popping out. On your head, man. And this negative imagination is just trying to slow up your focus. It distracts your focus. I noticed this so many times, man. This negative imagination I'm talking about is not just you. I know you are used on concentrating on fantasies, but I'm talking about this negative imagination. This one is the hard one, man, because this will always happen. Maybe you are about to sleep. When you are about to sleep, you want to rest. This negative imagination gonna trigger up your head, and when it's trigger up, you gotta see, man. You gotta notice that this negative imagination will lead to lack of sleep. I'm telling you. So lack of sleep is number 3, but I'm gonna explain this negative imagination. I'm gonna explain it throughout. I'm gonna explain it throughout what it means and why you are having this negative imagination is because you are used to concentrating on you have got used on concentrating on fantasies. So that's why you're having lack of sleep. Semen retention, you gotta have lack of sleep. That's number 3. So I've moved to number 3 right now. So I'm talking about semen retention number 3. You gotta have lack of sleep. So many times you will try, maybe you feel like you wanna rest. You feel like it's time for you to sleep, something like that. You feel like you wanna rest for a while. Sometimes on semen retention journey, you are not the one that you tell yourself that you want to sleep. It's just it happen, man. I've noticed that You can't just tell yourself that you want to sleep, something like that. So the thing will just trigger up and it wouldn't make you sleep. So I struggle with that. I think I struggle with that for like months. I struggle with that for some months. Lack of sleep. You experience your meditation journey, man. The moment you just you lay down that you wanna sleep, the moment you are just trying to sleep, man, this negative imagination gonna pops up and it makes it harder for you to concentrate or have a little rest for a while. So that's it. Number four should be sexual fantasies. These sexual fantasies happens on semen intention journey. You know, it's just I will not tell you it's happened on months. It's happened regularly. You gotta be facing it until you are strong enough. As you are strong enough. If when you have carnal mind, this gonna be popping up sexual fantasies, and this is popping up. I don't think it's just ordinary. The sexual fantasies, negative imagination might be ordinary because maybe from a childhood you are used to concentrating on fantasies. Someone who has a big dream, you call it maybe you are a dream chaser, so you are used to concentrating on fantasies. So that leads to negative imagination. So, but I'm talking about sexual fantasies, which is the demon planting, the demon trying to put sexual fantasies on your head. You start picturing a woman who is naked, who is not putting on clothes. You start picturing what happened years ago. Maybe you have sex with some girls. You have sex with some girls years ago, and you start remembering. The demon will try to get you to remember those sexual fantasies that you have now. When it plants this in your hand, then you start to all these sexual fantasies that's popping up to you is just to get you to relapse, man. I'm telling you, I've noticed this for a long time. For a long time, man. I've noticed this, that the demons, this is their goal, man. They're trying to plant, to put sexual fantasies on your head, so you're not gonna concentrate on building what you're supposed to be building, man. So when they're planting all these sexual fantasies on your head, all you have to do is to focus more, man, and avoid those. It's a distraction, man. Sometimes it could be a test, Sometimes it could be a test on your journey. Maybe God is trying, to test you. It's not tempt. Maybe God is trying to, God will allow the devil to test you to see if you are obedient. Because when these sexual fantasies are popping up on your head, man, you're not gonna have the strength to focus. So I'm telling you, that's number 4, man. That's gonna happen to you. Sexual fantasies, it's gonna happen. Lack of sleep, you're gonna experience this on your semen intention journey. So when you are seeing this, all you have to do is to I think you just have to try more to meditate on God's word. So you're not gonna have the time to focus on those things that is popping up on your mind, because it must surely happen. So the 5th, I'm gonna go with the 5th. The 5th is not everyone gonna like you, and that's quite good. At the moment, not everyone gonna like you. Some people will dislike your energy. It's good. So some people will dislike your energy, and that leads to jealousy. Some people gonna jealous. Some people gonna hate you, and some people gonna like you. So the word is ambivalent. The word is ambivalent toward greatness. The word is ambivalent towards love. The word is ambivalent toward true powers. I'm telling you. So what ambivalent mean, right? They love you, at the same time they hate you, something like that. It always happens. So when this is happening, it does not mean you are a bad person, or it does not mean you are reaping anything that you sow or something like that. It's just the process. That's my intention. You're gonna pass it, and that's why you gotta be obedient. So you will know what is occurring at the moment. So that's it. So number 6, I will go to number 6. You will start to find some people as if you start to treat some people as if they are your enemies. Maybe these people are not even your enemies. Maybe they are just, they are just misunderstanding your energy. They are not used to what you are practicing. They are not used to it. So they gotta misunderstand you. You know, they're gonna misunderstand you. I'm telling you, they're gonna misunderstand you, and this will lead you, for you to start having hate on them. So don't do that. You're gonna find people. It's happened to me, man. It's happened to many people. I know. You gotta find some people on your journey, on your spiritual journey. You're gonna look at some people as if they are your enemies. There might be your enemies. I don't know. They say your best friend is your best friend is your best enemy, man. So I'm talking about on semen intention journey. You gotta find some people as if you gotta look some people as if they are your enemies because of what they are, because of what they are doing, the way they are operating, because of the way they are operating in your life already. You gotta see them as if they are your enemies, something like that. So be strong, man. And these people that you are seeing as if they are your enemy, God with time. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time, man. Wait on some. I'm doing something, please. You gotta find these people. Maybe you gotta see them as your enemy, man. But I'm telling you, I understand the semen intention journey. It has level. It has level. It's just like a game. It's hard level. The more you are being obedient and passing the test, the more God gonna level you up. The more you are being obedient and passing the test, the more God gonna level you up to the next level, man. That's how you gotta level up, man. So when you're on your journey and you're seeing some people as your enemies, or because of the way they're operating, in your life, the way they're operating, you are seeing them as your enemies. Sometimes it's happened that way. These people are serving you. You should understand that these people are also serving you. They are showing you what you need to value. So that's it. It's just a matter of time, man. They're gonna join everyone together. So that's it, man. It's just a matter of time. God is God, not you. God, join everything together. It's just a matter of time. Not everyone is your friend now. There's nothing wrong with that, man. For me, as you can see, I'm here. I've been here making a video alone, but I'm not lonely because I know I'm speaking with somebody out here, and I know that I'm not working alone. I'm with God. I'm not alone. I have people I speak with, so you don't have to feel alone on the journey. Some people you find them to be your friend, and some people you find them not to be your friend. So it's just a matter of time, man. Not everyone is your friend. It's just a matter of time. So that's number 6 on the semen intention journey. And semen intention journey, there are a lot of things you gotta experience. So the good side, what I'm gonna help you go more on the good side is I noticed that lifting up a heavy weight. It's not what this is not just about it's not just about you going to the gym every day, lifting up normal lifting, going to the gym, doing some push-ups. That's not just it, man. I noticed that semen intention, when you lift a heavy weight, I mean something like more than 15 kg, maybe 10 kg, when you lift a heavy weight with someone, not just you, maybe you cannot lift it up alone, maybe 10 kg, 15 kg or 20 kg, you cannot lift it up alone. You can find someone, maybe you go to the gym, you find the most heaviest weights that you're gonna lift up with someone. When you lift this, maybe just 30 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes, you lift this up, maybe from here to the other side, maybe from this room to the other room. You gotta see that this weight that you lift will help your energy, will help your seed germinate more. It will help your energy to be strong. So that's it. That's number 7, man. So number 8, I'm gonna go to number 8. Number 8 is on semen intention. Meditating is so powerful, man. You meditating on truth is so powerful because meditation gonna rekindle your experience. Meditation gonna rekindle your experience of knowledge. Now you start to get more experience about yourself, get more experience about what, get more experience about your knowledge. That's how you grow. When you're meditating, you are rekindling your own experience. So, man, that's it. I appreciate you all. That's the good side, but I mentioned the dark sides already. So you want to find the good side on semen retention, you gotta start to lift heavy weight, man. I'm telling you, you gotta start to lift heavy weights. So thank you all. Make sure you all are liking and subscribing to the channel. So let's keep us spreading out love and true power in the whole world, man. You can see I'm out here. Man. It's not easy, but all grace and thanks be to the Lord, man. Hope you all are having a great day.